It says it's live. Is it live? Hello,
Let's.
everybody. We're just waiting to see if it's going to go live on the YouTube. Oh, that's right. I
Yeah,
have to.
we're good. We're good. Yep, perfect.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to this week's Hangout. Let's see. Yep. All right. I'm good now. I'm making sure everything's working on my end. It looks like it is. All right, guys. Welcome aboard. Um, I don't know how you want us to start this off, but I guess we're going to start off with the bad news and work our way to the good news. As most of you know, Power Mining Pool seems to be down and out for the moment. They received a temporary cease and desist order from the great state of North Carolina. And right now, everything's pretty much in a holding pattern. We don't know how they're going to respond, if they're going to respond. We don't know if it's coming back. We don't know if it will be back. It could come back like USI Tech. It may not. So that's why we always stress what we stress about don't risk any money you can't afford to lose and multi-stream your incomes and things like that nature. So you want to add anything there, Justine?
Yeah, there's really nothing that we know that isn't that the public doesn't know. Because obviously we're not the owners, but there are a few general statements that I want to make because there's a lot of this kind of shady stuff going around. In this, it's sort of like a wild west, really, with a lot of these, especially a lot of these like crypto type programs. When a company gets a cease and desist order, a temporary one, that's exactly what it is. It's a temporary order, and this can happen to any business. This could be something as simple as it was a filing error. They didn't file the proper paperwork. They didn't have the right licensing. It could be something as more complicated as it's an outright scam, and they need to shut it down because they have evidence of that. But basically, what happens, and this is a very, very basic explanation of what happens with these things, and I'm just giving you this information because I am sick of these companies blaming these cease and desist orders and blaming the members for stuff for their obvious scam and their wrongdoing. So this is the only reason why I'm explaining this to you guys. Basically, when that happens, you get a notification, and you get a notification as to, it's very specific. It tells you what violation you have. It also gives you a deadline to either provide additional information. Sometimes that's what they need. They just don't have any information. Or it tells you that you need to apply for this type of a license in order to operate this type of business. Anyway, it gives you a bunch of information, and it gives you time to respond to that information and to contest it, because it's a temporary order. You have to actually go to court to get, in a lot of cases, they do have a temporary court date set up for you in order to do that. It's more like a civil infraction than a criminal case at this point. So these companies, this isn't a dictatorship. It's not like that the government just decided, oh, well, we're just going to shut you down for no reason at all. That's actually not the truth. They give you the reason. They give you time to respond to it and time to fix the errors, whatever the mistake. If sometimes these things happen and it's a simple mistake, it's a filing error, or who knows what it is, but they give you time to respond to it. So to use that as an excuse for any of these companies to shut down is just absolute BS. And I just want you guys to be aware of that, because there's a lot of confusion when these things happen. And even that aside, so we'll put that aside. Let's say a big company like Walmart can no longer do business in like one particular state, or maybe one particular country, or whatever. It doesn't matter. Let's just say they're not allowed to have stores in Hawaii, which is not the truth, but just for this example, they're not going to shut down their worldwide operations and just cease all business because they're no longer allowed in one particular territory. So for companies to be using the excuse that a particular state or a particular country is having issues with them, and that's the reason why they just up and disappear. Again, guys, that's just absolute BS, because this is not reality. Basically, what's happening is these companies are using this as an excuse to exit and to play victim when they're actually the ones that are the perpetrators. This is a general statement. I'm not just saying it about this particular company. I'm saying it about a lot of the companies that have had, these kind of issues in recent history. I'm just giving you guys this basic overview, just so that you get a little bit more of an understanding as to what's going on. and to not blame yourself. A lot of these companies put the blame on you, or you as in, not you personally, you as in the members. Like they'll say, oh, well, the members had violations and it was their fault. No, it's that's just, I'm sorry, this is not the way that things work. The problem is that, you know, obviously Power Mining Pool was not being honest with what it was that they're doing. They were either not able to or willing to provide information that was requested of them. From what I know of, they haven't responded to that cease and desist order. I don't know. They could have in the past couple of days, but you know, I was just talking to somebody and they did a little investigation, and the website didn't go offline because they're migrating servers. The website went offline because they took it offline. They parked the domain and that's it. So obviously that's not, you know, that's not activity that any legitimate company would do, and they haven't had any communication with their members. And I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of information so that you're not blaming yourself, because a lot of times they will try to blame the members, and it's no one's fault. Like it's the company's fault. It's no one's fault. It's not your sponsor's fault. It's not your fault. It's not people that believed the myths, the lies, the people that believe the lies, and you know what they said on the website turns out not to be true. It's not their fault, and it's not your fault. And I just wanted to let you guys know that. And it's unfortunate, and it really sucks when this happens, especially when this happens. You know, this happens to good people. There are a lot of good people that are in this, just like there are a lot of good people that were in BitConnect, and you know, all of the others that have fallen. But there's really nothing that there's nothing that we personally can do, because we're just members like you guys. We're not connected to the company whatsoever on any more of a level than anybody else is. And, you know, Donald and I, we tried to do our best to protect people. A couple of months ago, I brought up some concerns that I had that caused me to stop promoting, and we talked about them. We gave you all the information. And, you know, we always say, don't put anything more than what you can afford to lose, and to always get your seed money out as soon as possible. But even if you're trying to do all that, just try not to blame yourself for this happening. You know, you're a victim, really. I mean, I don't want to be like victim as in you're weak. I mean, you were deceived by this company. We were all deceived by this company. So try to keep that in mind. Try not to like beat yourself up too much about it. Sometimes we don't have all the information on anything until it's too late. But that said, you know, we had to talk about this because, well, we talk about things even if things happen that are not things that we consider to be good. We had to talk about it, but we do have a little positive thing to kind of end things on. And of course, you guys need to talk. Please feel free to reach out to us, but please don't be super negative, especially towards us. Like it's not our fault, just like it's not your fault. There's nothing that we could have done to prevent this. And we don't even know exactly what happened. We are getting bits and pieces of information, just like everybody else is. So please try to, I know that there's this tendency to want to, you're angry and you're hurt and you're upset and you want to put your blame on someone, but blame the company, blame the people that actually committed the crime here. I can speak for both Donald and I. We have spent, hundreds of dollars of our own money in advertising for the team. We have spent countless hours helping people and creating advertising and creating videos and creating just everything for this. So we have a lot invested in this, not just cash value, but in time as well. So we're in the same boat as you guys are, and it sucks, but we're moving on. Exactly. We're not gonna sit here and dwell on it. We did have to talk about it because it's we're not gonna just pretend that it didn't exist. It existed. It sucks. They screwed everybody over, and it's terrible. And I do feel bad for every single one of you, but we're moving on because we have other things going on, and because we're still a team. We're still a team, guys. Like this, this is a temporary setback, really, and I'm very sorry to anybody that lost anything significant or anything at all, even your time. Like, you've spent time building this. Your time is very valuable. Your time is as valuable, if not more valuable, than money. And I'm sorry for everybody that lost that, but there's two choices we can make. We can sulk, and we can give up, or we can move on and we can do other things, and Donald and I kind of have a little, I guess, a consolation. I don't know. I don't want to call it a prize, but a consolation offer. I don't know if Donald, if you want to get into it, or if you want me to, it doesn't matter.
You're doing an awesome job. I'm just going to sit here and listen to you. Go ahead.
Okay, just listen to me babble all day. It's perfect. So what we're going to do is, a lot of you know that are in the power mining pool, or that we're in the power mining pool, we have another team build with another company that we've been able to vet them a little bit more, because we've actually had a conversation with the owner. We had a conversation with them live, and then we also had, you know, probably about 45 minutes to an hour total of conversation after the live, before and after the hangout. So this person's legitimate. They're doing everything legitimately. They're offering an actual product for the money that you're paying. They're great. It's the Coin Impressions 2 team build. What we're offering everybody that was in our power mining pool team build, and I'm going to post this in that Facebook group. So you have to have already been a member and been in the team of the power mining pool Facebook group. But what we're offering is we're going to pay you in to the Coin Impressions 2, but we're going to do it as the team build. So you're actually going to be signing up under one of the team members. It's going to be it's the regular team build link. But either Donald or I, we're going to pay you into those first 2 levels so you can join the team. It's not going to cost you anything out of your own pocket. We're doing this as a gift, and we're going to give you full instructions on the Facebook page. I'm not going to get too much into this because there's going to be people that aren't in the group that are on YouTube, and I'm not going to, you know, I don't want to get too much into that now. People that are on the Facebook group, please watch out for that post. We're going to post all the information. We're offering it to every single one of you that were in the power mining pool. We're going to give this to you for free, and you're going to be in our team build just like any other member. It's going to be just like as if you had joined it and paid for yourself. And we're going to move on, and we're going to move on together as a team. So you'll be signing up, most likely you'll be signing up under somebody on the team and not under Donald or myself. But one of us will pay you in depending on where you fall randomly. You know, we have no control over that. It's a random rotator. So we're giving that to you guys as a gift to sort of lift your spirits and to all work together. And it's going to help people that are already in the team as well, because obviously they're going to get paid referrals. Just give us a little bit of time. You might have to wait 24 to 48 hours because we may need to fund, we may need to add more funds and switch in for wallets and things like that. So, you know, all you would have to do is basically just sign up and give us a little bit of information. All of that info will be on the Facebook page for Power Mining Pool Team Build, how you guys can get involved in that. If you're not in it already, we invite all of you to join us and be a little bit patient. You know, give us a little time to fund our account so we can pay you in, but we're going to do that for everyone that's not already in the team build that wants to join this other program with us, and we'll continue to work together as a team in that one, and you know, other things in the future as well.
Yes, so we do have plans for those who take part in the Coin Impressions 2 team build in the future already set in motion.
Yeah, and these are pretty, like, we're giving you guys little hints because we don't want to give you too much information, more because we don't want to confuse you, because there's some things going on. But this is a big thing that we're building here. It's not just this little, you know, Coin Impressions 2. I consider that to be a small program because it's, you know, it's a low cost of entry and things like that. That's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. But we're going to be doing some really great things, and we're building as a team, and you know, everybody is going to be a part of that. So this is something, you know, this is a stepping stone, and it's a positive thing. And we're very excited about, you know, some of the plans that we have in future. We will talk to you guys about it as soon as it makes sense to do that. We're not keeping it from you for any like weird reasons, for any like marketing reasons, or we're not teasing you on purpose or anything like that. It's just that we want to move forward together as a team, and we just need to wait. We need to have a little bit more time to be able to do that. But we do have some exciting plans for that in the future. So definitely would encourage everybody to get involved in that. You know, and like I said, if you're in the Power Mining Pool team and you want to be a part of that, then just follow the instructions that will be posted in that group, and we will all go from there. Anything you want to add, Donald?
No, I think you pretty much covered it. I just sat here and watched you go. I mean, you know what you're doing. I don't need to throw my 2 cents in today. Other than, you know, if I'm going to throw my 2 cents in, it's going to be the things we always teach. Slam traffic, personalize your ads, build relationships, multi-stream your income, don't risk money you can't afford to lose. All that other basic stuff, just go over that stuff over and over and over in your head. That's the basics. Once you forget the basics, the future hurts. Always stick with the basics. That's one thing I got really to add.
Yeah, yeah, and one other thing on the coin impressions too, I posted something a couple of days ago asking people to to test out this link, basically just to see who's paying attention, kind of, and because we're going to be doing more advertising, and you guys, like, I just want to say thank you to you guys because I saw a huge increase. It was about a 2-time increase of the traffic that was going to that link. So you guys are out there, you guys are paying attention, you guys are working. So thank you very much, and that's great because that's, like I said in that post, the more people that are promoting, the more people we can have in the rotator at once. So we're going to be making some changes to that. We're going to be adding a few more people. I'm going to be, we're both doing advertising all the time. We don't post every time we do advertising because we would be posting 10 times a day.
Every day. I advertise every day. As a matter of fact, Justine already knows this. Everybody knows me and Justine are in Hashlare. Hashlare, you have to wait until you get that 0.05 withdrawal limit, which was about $560 at the time I did my withdrawal a couple days ago. I put my advertising out and I split it up between the power mining pool and coin impressions. Well, luckily, where I advertised that, I was able to stop the advertising for power mining pool, and I converted all of it over to the coin impressions bill. So roughly right now, I think I have like $450 worth of advertising just sitting there going through. It's going to take like a month just to go through that advertising. Plus, I still have all the solo ad networks I use. I hit that daily. The lady who owns the #1 gold mine that you've heard us talk about in the past, she's created another advertising venue. I upgraded at that, so I have an upgrade there, and I'm sending emails out almost daily for the coin impressions build there too. So we are definitely advertising. How many people do you know would take $500 out of their own money and advertise a program for their team? So take that into consideration. All right, back to you, Justine.
Yeah, and that's incredible. That's huge power, guys. And this is, we're just really getting started with this because even though we've been in coin impressions for maybe a month and a half or 2 months or so, we were also doing the other team build as well. So a lot of that energy was going there. But now that that's not there anymore, now that obviously power mining pool isn't there anymore, we can focus more on this. And there's a lot of, like, this is, we're doing this, and we do this kind of thing regularly. I mean, obviously we don't always get $500 payouts, which would be nice if we did. And soon that will be, that will be more the case, but we're always advertising for you guys. We don't talk about it all the time because it's just, there's just, we would literally be, if we posted it every time we posted an ad, if we let you guys know, we would just be sitting on the computer all day long. I have a lot of ads that kind of run auto.
I already sit on the computer all day long. What are you talking about? I mean, guys, just know that unless I'm like dead sick or work's got me working a 24-hour shift, I advertise every day. Before I log off the computer, I go through my little checklist. Oh, I got credits over here. Boop, out goes an ad. Oh, I got credits over here. Boop, out goes an ad. Oh, I got credits over here. Oh, up goes an ad. Oh, I just got my withdrawal from such and such into my Bitcoin account. Where am I sending that money to do some more advertising? Trust me, there is advertising going out multiple times daily. I'm sure by now my list know my name and my face and everything right now I could just tell that's Donald's ad right there. Boom. All right, go. All right, back to you, Justine.
Yeah, so there's a lot of positive things moving forward here. If you guys like always, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to let us know and try to
just think about this, guys. Power mining pool, we had close to over 800 people in a program that cost $60. How many people you think we can get into a program that only costs $2 to start and $6 to be in the team build? Think about that.
Yeah, that's huge. And like we mentioned earlier, for those of you that are in the power mining pool that want to take us up on our pay it forward offer, you're going to be entered into the team build just like a regular paid member. So you're going to benefit from all of this advertising that we have right now and all of the advertising in the future because you're part of the team, just like everybody else. So keep that in mind, and keep in mind that we have some things, some fun things. We got good plans coming up, guys. Like, you're definitely gonna wanna stick around.
I got a couple more ideas. I got to run past Justine later too. So
yay!
Yay!
Yay! So we're always trying to we're moving forward if we have to, and just we're always gonna be here for you guys. It doesn't matter, no matter what happens with anything that's beyond our control, we have control over what we do and who we are. So we're always gonna be here for you. We're always gonna have a team, and hopefully we're gonna get past this and move on to some much more exciting.
Go back to something we said last week. We're a family. This week the family had a setback, but as a family, we're going to stick together. So
exactly, and thank you guys so much for everybody out there that has given us support, that have reached out, because it does, even though we know that it's not, when things like this happen, it's not our fault. It still hurts. It still affects us. We're human beings. We have feelings. We're not sociopaths. So when things like this happen, we do feel. And so thank you very much for everybody that's reached out and that's been positive and all this great stuff. But I can't wait to be working with you guys in the future and all of these fun things. And I'm definitely going to be grilling Donald as soon as we're done with this on his other ideas.
Wait, I gotta go put braces on my cat. Sorry.
But thank you guys so much for being a part of this, and I'll post that on the Power Mining Pool group soon, and then we will go from there and move on to some super exciting stuff. So thank you guys so much. Donald, if you have anything else?
Nope, I think that's good, and we'll see y'all sometime next week.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.